Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethany. If it's your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. This video it was done on the day that I came back from my girls trip. If you watched that video, you would have seen that I was wearing these clothes, but I didn't put it in that video because it would have kind of taken the video off topic. So here it is now. So after the ladies dropped me off, we decided to put together the footboard for our bed. We're making a king size bed. If you're not familiar with the story, we are making furniture to move into our first home. He elected to make the furniture, so we have completed two of the beds for the boys totally put together, sprayed everything, just need to be assembled and the mattress put on, and the other two need to be sprayed. And so we decided to move on to this. The green color that you're seeing on the wood is a termite treatment, and the wood that we're using for this bed is Spanish Elm. For the boys' bed we had used cedar, and for the bed that we're on right now we had used pine. So we're just putting the footboard together, and we're using clamps, as you can see on that end, and I'm helping out because I'm strong and I can help to do things. Anyhow, yes, so we're putting the bed together, and he's using a mallet right now to kind of straighten up the edges. We use the clamp to hold them together, and there's glue on either end of that middle piece, and then he's gonna use pocket hole screws. He had already made the pocket holes in the smaller pieces of wood, and so now we're really just putting it together because he treated the wood. He had left it for a couple days for the treatment to soak in, and then I believe he had to sand it afterwards because of course the liquid in the treatment, water in the treatment, raised the grain, and so he had to sand them to get the wooden pieces back smooth. So apparently in that little clip there he sent me for something and I couldn't find it, and he had to come and find it himself. So here we are going. So this is where my strength comes in. See that? So what he's doing now, he's screwing down some blocks onto the table itself, and I'm still applying a little bit of pressure to help him so that it doesn't slide. He has these blocks of wood that he screws into the table from time to time because sometimes of course he's working by himself and they help along with the clamps, and sometimes he has pieces that are too wide for him to clamp using the clamps, so he uses those wooden blocks screwed down into the desk. So now we're coming over to this side, and he's removing that wooden block to take it over to help so that I don't have to be exerting all my power because I'm Superwoman and I'm very powerful. So you can see us bringing the wood together to join it, because even though this piece of wood that I have my hand on, it was cut straight, but it was kind of warped, I think is the correct word. It was warped, and that happens sometimes with the wood. So in order to get that nice straight flush look with all the edges, you have to do that. When he started working on this side, the clamp on the other side fell off, and we had to go back over there and put it back together. So the joints that we made had moved a little bit, but it should be fine because it was just off for just a couple seconds. So here he's trying to level the joining boards on the top and bottom of the footboard, and he's using a mallet to make sure that they're flush. And then he's tightening it more so that we have a more seamless joint, so there's less sanding to do. In the end, if the joint is not seamless, we'll go back and use we have a hand planer that he uses to take off any excess off of the edges. And guys, it started to rain and I had to move the tripod out of the rain. It wasn't raining hard because you can see we're still out here, but it was drizzling, and I kind of put the tripod under the tree cover so that it wasn't getting wet. And then we started to pack up because the rain looked like it was really going to come down. Funny enough, I think once we had packed up everything and got everything inside, the rain didn't come back down. So I guess the rest of the putting together of the footboard and probably the rest of the bed is going to be in one video. And as we move with the bed foot frame, here's a little scenery for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you made it all the way here, you're the real MVP. If you haven't already, please remember to go and subscribe. And until next time, bye.